everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new comparison video for you, and this is between a Fractal preset and a Helix preset. And they are both trying to get that 2-rock traditional clean type of tone, aka the John Mayer type of tone. Since I did this video a year ago, I've been able to acquire a real 2-rock traditional clean combo amp, so there's no more like kind of guessing what it sounds like. I know what it sounds like. I've captured it. I've used it so much so that tone is really ingrained in my mind. And another thing that has happened, been able to do some IR captures as well, which have really changed the feel and the tone of the Helix for me. And also the Helix has gotten some new Dumble style amps as well. So what you're gonna be hearing in this video are the Fractal with a 2-rock traditional clean combo tone match, and that's essentially Fractal's like capture type of technology. And then the Helix is a GSG Grammatico 100 Dumble style amp with a 2-rock traditional clean IR. And I think they're like super close. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to use my Michael SX custom guitar, and I'm going to demo both of them. And I want you to just listen to them, see what you think about them, and comment in the comment section below what you think about the different tones, what are the differences, similarities. One thing that is definitely different are the reverbs. Couldn't really get around that, but I tried my best to dial them in as close as I could. But that is one of the bigger differences. So try to keep that out of your mind if you can, and just focus on the core tones. But essentially, same signal chain going on. It's gonna be the kind of 2-rock amp section, you can call it. We have a tube screamer type of model and a Klon type of model as well. So here's the demo, and then I'm gonna kind of give you my thoughts at the end. All right, so my thoughts on the similarities and differences between the two. Overall, I think the IR capture for the Helix, it really helps the tone a lot. I've never really been about going down the IR rabbit hole, but this was worth it. It completely transformed the feel of the Helix. I really enjoy it. It feels less sterile. There's a lot more sustain. It sounds more amp-like, especially in my headphones. And the drives really react similarly to the Fractal and in real life with the actual amp and drive pedals in front of it. The one thing that I think is a big difference between the two is the depth of the kind of low end in the Fractal compared to the Helix. I think there is way more depth in the Fractal, mainly because it is essentially a capture. I did mic up the amp and used the tone match block and captured all those frequencies, whereas the Helix is just the IR of a 2-rock and then the amp model. So it's kind of hard to get those two balanced out, but there is a little bit more depth to it. Another thing that I think is a little bit different is the sustain in the notes. I can really feel that the Fractal has more of an immediacy to the notes, which is, you know, less latency, whereas there's still a little bit of that lag in the Helix, but overall it's like super close, really splitting hairs right there. Another thing, kind of the drives. Never really been a huge fan of the tube screamer in the Helix. I think it doesn't cut as much in terms of low end as it should compared to the Fractal or compared to a real tube screamer. You get that really pronounced mid-range and you get a lot of bass dialed out to tighten things up. And it kind of feels a little bit too chewy, too low end in the Helix. But again, it's so close. These are just things that I've noticed just playing both of them side by side. But overall, I think it's super close. I think this year, doing this video, it's much closer than last year where I was kind of guesstimating what the tones were. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Both of these presets are available on my website, johnkonishiroguitar.com. Those links are in the description box below. Take care, everyone.